Hello guys, it's me, Hydro King, and today I'm bringing you another episode of Sly Cooper Alternate. And today's topic will be Sly Cooper as the Brawn. Now, some of you might be wondering, Hydro King, why are you doing this? Are you crazy? Sly Cooper as the Muscle?
What do you mean he's the Muscle? You can't do that. Sly Cooper wouldn't work as the Muscle. He's the thief, and he will always be the thief.
Now, settle down. As I've said on this segment before, that these are concepts, one-shot ideas, that would make for full-fledged videos. So, for this one, I'm going to have this version of Sly team up with someone. And I'll also do another Sly Cooper alternate, and it will be Murray as the Brawn, as the brains. So, there's that. Anyways, that being said, let's get into the origins of Sly Cooper as the Brawn. Now, for the origins of this version of Sly, it's going to be similar to canon, although with a few minor differences. As a kid, his parents were killed during the night that the Fiendish Five attacked and stole the Thievius Raccoonus. And of course, he becomes an orphanage at the Happy Camp Orphanage. And it is here where he meets Murray, but obviously a different version of Murray. And Bentley would not be in this timeline. He would be somewhere else. With that being said, as a kid, he noticed that he was quite big for his age. He was muscular. He was stronger than the other kids. And a lot of the orphans at this orphanage didn't take too kindly to him and were kind of scared of him. That is until one day he sees Murray getting picked on by bullies. And so, Sly Cooper, using his innate strength, was able to defeat the bullies and help out Murray. And because of that, Murray felt grateful, and that he would want to help Sly and become friends with him. And so, this is what happens. And sort of the beginnings of the Cooper gang. With the origins out of the way, let's get into his abilities and skills. Now, for this version of Sly's abilities and skills, he, for the most part, will become a thief, but not in the way you think. For the most part, he would do some things not so thief-like, such as using his brute force rather than his agility and stealth. Now, can he be stealthy? Of course, just not as stealthy as the Ken itself. As a kid, when he read the Thievius Raccoonus, he grew particularly close with two of his ancestors, that being Bob, the first Sly Cooper, and his Scottish ancestor, the one where his technique was being able to break locks with just his strength and swing of his cane. And so, with that being said, I'm going to base a lot of his abilities on this. So, he would be able to steal from people, but he would basically hit the pockets of the criminals with such force that he's able to snag off their pouches, making it look like as if they had no pockets. And locks would be easy. That would be one of his special abilities, being able to break locks and other mechanisms, metal, basically anything that would keep a thief out, he would just be able to break it easily. As far as his climbing abilities, well, he would still be able to climb, but the difference is he would be able to climb up on much difficult surfaces, such as ice and oil and other surfaces that would not be suitable for climbing. But because this version of Sly has so much brute force, he's able to power through it and make it work to his advantage. And also to note, he's a lot more durable than the can itself, being able to take a lot more damage than your average thief. For his other abilities, he would still be able to use some of the Kane's moves that you would see in Sly 3, 4, and the rest of the series. But obviously, these moves would have a bit more punch to them and, well, be able to take out his enemies a lot easier. Heck, even some of the tougher guards he would be able to take down in 1 or 2 hits. Let's go over a few of them. First of all, when you press triangle and square, he would be able to do this powerful slam move, basically doing a lot of damage and hitting enemies within a certain radius. When he jumps up in the air and presses the triangle button, he's able to do like this massive AoE attack, and it would take out the bigger guards, the ones with more health. And of course, other combination of moves, but I won't go over them too much. But basically, he's able to slam his opponents, pick them up easily with his cane, and basically be a real threat in combat. And using a lot of the techniques that he seen from his ancestor, Bob, and his Scottish ancestor. Now that I got his abilities and skills and all his other moves out of the way, let's go over his personality. Now, for Sly's personality, let's just say, well, he's going to be a lot cockier than in canon because, well, he's really strong and, well, and fast, so he feels like nothing can really touch him, and he feels like he's even more of a suave and with the ladies than in the original. Although with that being said, he's not too clever or witty, as he kind of really says a lot of dumb things, sort of like the canon Murray. But obviously he's not dim-witted, but still, he's just a little bit dumber than the original. But hey, I guess he's more charming and he can be more lovable in a sense, especially when it comes to Carmelita. And here, he would stumble a lot more and, well, kind of be shy and blush over Carmelita, not really knowing what to say in front of her. Although he tries his best, but it fails. And let's go over something else about him. This still leads into the skills and abilities, but just a part 2 of that section, I guess. Now, when it comes to his Cooper cane, it's going to be a lot heavier, durable, and stronger than the original. Almost to the level of his Scottish ancestor's Cooper cane. Now, of course, when I say he's not that sneaky and fast and agile, well, he's not really able to so much walk on ropes. If anything, the best that he could do really is, well, use them like a vine or swinging. So yeah, like I said, not as graceful as the can itself. Also, he wouldn't be able to fit in certain areas such as air vents, barrels, tables. The stuff that Ken and Cooper could usually be able to sneak into and use to his advantage. For this version of Sly, he has to get creative and well. He could try and hide in stuff that's heavy, but also could hide it, such as a locker or possibly dig under the earth and such, creating an opening for himself. Some spaces that he's able to crawl into, whereas others he simply can't. And when it comes to his running speed, he's going to be a bit slow compared to other characters in the series who are able to run. Now, of course, he's still fast, just like I said, not as fast as you think. And when it comes to his gadgets, of course, he's going to have the classic smoke bomb, decoy, all that good stuff that he's able to learn from his ancestors. But what's really interesting is some of his other moves, such as the rolling ball technique, or the lightning rolling ball technique. The ones that he's learned from obscure ancestors that haven't been mentioned since the first game. But, with that being said, from what he learns from these ancestors along with his very first ancestor, he's able to use this rolling technique to really ramp up the speed, basically taking away a bit of his speed disadvantage, and to use it on the offense as well. I would mainly have these abilities so that Sly Cooper will still somewhat feel like the Ken himself, but he's a lot stronger, has come up with way more deadly techniques, can be a threat in battle, and might even be able to handle certain events in the game easier, and some that are harder. And when it comes to fighting other criminal organizations, well, he's got it in the bag mostly. Although with that being said, he has his friend Murray, the brains, to help him. And that is going to be it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoy this segment. I really do. Sly Cooper Alternate. Even though these are, put together videos that I could easily edit, I still want to put out good content for you guys. And I really do hope that you enjoy these videos. Anyways, that being said, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I just want to make a quick little update. What If Penelope Joined the Cooper Gang Early, Part 2 will come out next week. And I hope to see you guys there. Anyway, this is Hydro King, signing out.